The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
What a beautiful Monday. Happy 710 Sesh Show. Mark Winter here on the NOK Network. Thank you, Kim and team, for all your help and support to be here for you, for me, for all the community. Little beautiful rice incense we put on the puja, which I have set up below me. Mark Winter here. How are you all today? Good to see you all. So sitting a little higher up today because the hips have been bad. So I got to change my position and hopefully have a less painful show. So how's your Monday? What are you going to be session with today? Well, I'm having just finished dinner, so I'm going to have a little drink of coffee. Thank you for being here. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit about mindfulness and movement. After 42 years of training in martial arts, I finally met somebody that, one of my students, Dave, shout out to Dave out there, the Hammer, as he's a Tai Chi instructor. So when I was teaching him all the martial arts I was doing and we were demonstrating, he started showing me the Tai Chi. So I clean my glasses here. And what I've always loved about Tai Chi is I just know that's sort of the true technique. By going slow, is always more difficult. And, it's easy to do something fast, but very difficult to do it slow. So I'm really fortunate now to really have found somebody that sent me and just felt connected. So I've been actually doing it through his, just online, and it's really good. So I'm on move number 6 and I'm really feeling it. So I'm going to share that with you tonight to show you. And, so I'm just going to do it every day now for the rest of my life. I'm going to talk about Tai Chi, because I love all the fast stuff I do and the different weapons. But the whole idea with Tai Chi or Qigong is even in situations where you're immobile, I've talked to you before about this simple exercise, or even our intentions can help heal ourselves, help maintain or balance, calm, etc. So mindfulness in action is really important when we get stressed out, you get in pain, you get discomfort, right? Dis-ease. So how do we prevent dis-ease? Connecting with you, connecting with yourself. A doctor said, sleep well every night. Connect with people every day and move every day. So whatever you have to do to enable that to happen, this is why I do the show, even though I'm in chronic pain, even though I had to lie down, I think 3 times today. And it's not because I'm lazy, right? You guys know I'm not lazy. I'll show you. I'm not lazy. Watch this. I'm on my Pilates table. So I'm telling you, I'm not lazy. I'll drop down and do 10 push-ups. No problem. Was that 10? Okay. I'm not lazy. I'm not good at math either. I don't know if I counted that wrong. Whew. It's getting hot in here. So I'm not lazy. But chronic pain kicks the shit out of me, as it may you. We all have situations, and for me, chronic pain is where my challenge is. So moving, grooving, connecting with people like you, even in chronic pain, even when I'm on a new medication. And the new medication is muscle relaxant. So the good news is, as long as it doesn't hit during the show, whoops, kidding. But it's different. Obviously, when you have to use pharmaceuticals, which we talk on the show about cannabis, but I got to try anything to help minimize the pain. So don't think it's really working that well, but certainly you feel very relaxed. So Tai Chi Chuan, Tai Chi, I don't have to exert myself or do that hard push-up. I can just do something as simple as we did before, raising your arms and dropping your arms, doing with breath work, breathing in at the shoulders, turn your hands down. And this is more of a Qigong exercise than, say, a traditional Tai Chi, where the movement would start, we greet or salute, and the move is here. And if you're standing and you don't come up on your toes, and then you go into the first move. So for me, it's very liberating, because instead of doing something fast, by slowing it down and focusing literally, well, for 30 some odd years, I've done this one move. So I've got that down pat, but that's not even a move. That's just the opening. So by slowing myself down and really focusing on my balance, my intentions, I'm having a hard time with my hips and the hip pain, because it's setting it off like my martial arts never has, or doing those push-ups. But just these slow movements, these micro movements are what's important. So micro dosing, micro movements, a micro community like we have here, this is where we can make a significant difference. Well, certainly in my life right now. Peace and love to you for being here. Cheers. But you can also have it in other people's lives. As Kim says, each one teach one. So I feel so blessed to be teaching here today. So I will move this out later, and I'm going to sesh with you, and I'm going to go through some of the movements, because I am so inspired. I've always tried to not impress people. I'm not trying to really impress you. Of course I am. I don't want to go, hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. No, I want to present myself. Well, how are you? It's great to see you. No, really, how are you? No, seriously, how are you? Yeah. Excuse me for a sec. Yeah. All right, we'll get back to that later. Let's focus on the whole community, not just you, wherever you are. I don't know. So how do we turn negatives into positives, and how can it benefit the whole community? Because if you share by teaching somebody, then you will be able to not just share your passion, but in the teaching, you learn. And that's what I love about martial arts, or about this opportunity to share cannabis, martial arts, mindfulness, and all these different passions, whether it be this Pilates table I did the push-ups on here, which helps for my arthritis. And I just realized how fast I'm speaking. I'm tired of listening to me. Sorry about that, folks. I'm a hyper guy. Gosh darn. Good news is it's almost 10, and we can have a nice session that will help calm me down, because I'm so pumped up. I want to share everything. It's like, you know what? I'm not going anywhere. Are you going anywhere? Well, if you're not going anywhere, then I could talk, and we're not in a rush. No. The only thing we're in a rush for is, I guess, 7:10, we have to have a first puff, which I would love to be actually enjoy having it with you today. So I had a lovely dinner, cooked by my nephew. You might hear coming home in the background. So I feel very blessed. And last weekend, I told you I went to the Lama family, a friend who I met 30 years ago in snowstorm in Toronto, and became a great friend. She's escaped from Tibet with her family many years ago. So I've been really fortunate to be exposed to her community and to her family. And I told you I teach to her nephew, Rinpoche, who sadly is in a coma. And these incense are from my friend for the weekend puja I attended with her. And these incense are from Tibet. They're a beautiful Potola incense. So let me show you that there. Potola. So happy 710 to you. So wherever you are, happy 710. Ahum, mind, body, soul. Always three. And that's some lovely incense. So what am I smoking? I'm smoking incense. No, I'm not. I will sesh with you. So I hope you're enjoying your sesh or not. I mean, this is all inclusive. You don't have to sesh. Even Kim told me, hey, Mark, you don't have to smoke to do the show. You know, you can actually just educate, share your passion, share your story, share your narrative of medical cannabis and recreational cannabis, and learn and grow as a community. And I've learned a lot from this community. So thank you all for that. So yeah, my passion has been martial arts for 42 years, but the opportunity now to go back to the basics, and even though it's very advanced, doing things slow. It's just, it looks simple, but my God, it's so deep. So, excuse me. This was donated by Jay. Thank you, Jay. He's a wonderful connoisseur of one of the cannabis stores up here in Owen Sound, and definitely want to get him on the show because he knows so much about cannabis as Kim and the network people do. It's certainly from an OCS store because he's an OG like me and like the rest of us. So he likes to help people. It's all about educating. Like he just gave me this wonderful joint. So, thank you, Jay. I forget what it is. Oh, it's a Skittles. It's a Skittles strain. So the whole idea, active participation, sharing is caring. So 710 is about celebrating people that are on the other side of the world that we're all seshing with, whether it be at 420 or 710 being oil spelled backwards. It's all about connecting with intention. Some people's intention is to get high, to get well, to get homeostasis, to get balance. Some people to blend and flow in martial arts. So even doing martial arts by having a sense of puff with the proper intentions, it can help you connect and to flow because you're high, you're medicated, you're a little bit relaxed. And the whole idea with energy like this is just feeling like you're doing this in water. So let's try something else. Put your hands like this. That's it. And now go a little closer. A little closer, and just focus your intentions on that space between your hands. A little closer, make sure they don't touch. And go about 3 inches apart. And start just doing this with your hands, like you're making a snowball. Now, do you feel that energy? Do you feel that resistance? You must. If you're on this network, you must feel that. Well, if you start to work with it and develop it and harness it, this is where the internal alchemy from our mind, body, soul, ahum, can be internalized. And instead of an external physical technique, it can be as simple as connecting. And when you connect with the proper balance, equanimity, and duality or non-duality, you're in the Zen, you're in the flow, then you can't shake that. So you become immovable, right? So when you're seeing these fancy movements in martial arts, it actually has devastating effect. So this is where by just sitting still and being balanced, you can have a major effect on your, again, your inner alchemy, right? So you just need to breathe, believe, and receive. Again, look at what we're body posture. So you got the body sitting up straight, not hunched. Your mind, setting your intention to breathe with coordination and balance, not forcing it, just being aware of your breath. And then actually being in the flow. So this is where the three all connect. Making sure, trying to keep your hands right over left, thumbs gently touching. Checking your tongue is at the roof of your mouth. Your eyes can be either slightly open, or if you're hyper, leave them open a bit more. But if you're tired or if you're hyper, close them all. If you're hyper, leave them a bit open so you don't fall asleep. And the whole idea, it's quality, not quantity. So this can be done for 2 minutes. It can be done for 20 seconds, just to get your connection. Before I used to speak or demonstrate, you want to be connected to the ground. You want to be, boom, in the moment. I'm not listening to my nephew upstairs and his friend, Jay, who supplied the joint. I'm in the flow. I'm with you. But it's hard. You get distracted, monkey mind. So how do you get in the flow? Connect. Feel the ground. Straighten your spine, right? You can't feel the ground if you're not connected. If you're connected and somebody's hitting you, the energy will not just come here. You'll come in through you and into the ground. And in some cases can come back up and channel into the other person. So that's having balance, coordination, and connection. You have deep roots that go into the ground. That's why the tree can swerve, it can sway, but it's not going to break as long as it goes with the flow. And this is where Tai Chi Chuan, like a lot of other martial arts, go with the flow. A lot of times you see in the combat sports, you're going with the flow to a certain extent, but it's also a lot of aggression and physicality, as opposed to, again, a more natural way of controlling the environment without having to do an incredible damage. So when you see instructors of Tai Chi Chuan, they wouldn't have to knock somebody out with a right hook, as opposed to literally gaining the stance and awareness and being able to achieve that and project it. So you're able to literally shut somebody down. I mean, I could do it too in certain instances, once you're able to have a connection. Like once you get to know somebody, even after a minute, I can get hold of their finger as an example. And you get to know, and they're relaxed, but they're nervous. And you just get, and you can take them down just by that. Just boom. But that's because you're in the flow. If somebody doesn't know you and it's not, their finger would just break, and that you're not going to be demonstrating much there. But it's all about this connectivity. If you're connected with something, if something is coming at you and I'm trying to stop it, it's going to blow me over, right? Whereas if I let it go, if I let the energy go, I'm still here and the energy's gone that way. So all that force can be too much if you try and hit it straight on. So this is where martial arts, you're deflecting, you're using your balance, you're using your fluidity, right? Now the mind, body, soul to use as a way to focus all your intention, which you can do that with meditation, right? You can focus all your meditation on me. You can meditate on me for 20 minutes. No, or a candle, or we've used our breath work, or as I'm saying, showing you some movement exercises. These are all moving meditations, actively participating in all three: mind, body, and soul. If you're just doing Tai Chi with the movements, or Qigong, I don't feel anything. What's Mark talking about? Well, of course you're not going to feel anything. You have to have intention, you have to have focus, and you have to have a little bit of faith. Not faith in me, faith in you. You don't have to believe in me. Look at the books. Books are right there. So whether it's incense, cannabis, prayer bowl, sticks, Pilates, using cannabis, using mindfulness, using martial arts, everything in a mindful, approachable way, you can minimize the negatives and maximize the positives. And this is where I find this homeostasis, where we just have to use multiple ways to try and, it's like for health, you have to be like an MMA, where they use all these different modalities of martial arts: boxing, wrestling, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, and health, whether it be cannabis, movement, exercise, diet, sleeping well. These are the things we need to maintain. Happy 720 wherever you are. Happy 4:20 to the people out east, or sorry, people out west, 2 o'clock in the morning in the Arctic Circle. Happy 7:20. Delicious. So there's so many ways that I look forward to sharing once I get the better way to set up the studio, because to see Tai Chi Chuan at its best is seeing it about. It's all about the movement and being connected to the movements. Like when you're doing it like you're through water. So I'm just imagine you're doing these movements and you're in a pool of water, sunken, but you're breathing okay. And this is where the energy, the flow all comes together. So take a look or send me a text if you're interested in more about Tai Chi, because I will be doing some more on here. I mean, there's 108 movements. I'm only at number 6. But hey, I've been doing this for 42 years, all these other martial arts, and the moves are from all those martial arts, or those martial arts got their techniques from all these different modalities from China and everywhere else. So I'm really excited to talk about Tai Chi and Bakwa and all the different names I couldn't even pronounce. And they're interesting. They're just very traditional. We've seen them in the movies, made almost joke of or over exaggerated, but the beauty is certainly in the art of it. And I look forward to sharing more. So let's just finish off with a bit of the first exercise of the first beginning movement is just raising your arms up. So remember we did this before, and we're just raising our arms, hands up this way, and going down at the shoulders, raising it up this way and down. And it's easy as that. All right. So I'll show you the first move. Get this here. Don't want to get hit by anything here. All right. So, I guess I better go this way. Oop. All right. Oh, that felt good. New to this, but certainly enjoying the Tai Chi. Peace and love to you. I hope you have a great week, a great night. Keep breathing, believing, and receiving. It's good to see you all. Hope to connect with you all again next week. More mindfulness in action here on the NOK Network. Peace and love, everyone.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine and is spreading the education across the North. Activism, resources, referrals, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no sir to cannabis propaganda with No Sir. Find us at www.nocer.ca. Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@NOKNetwork.com.
Peace and love, everyone.